Welcome back to Las Vegas. Our Dodge Summaries, 13 leaders ties the record for this race set 1 year ago. 20 lead changes, 20 cars on the lead lap. 20 is your lucky number. We've just had 5 caution for what's going to be 20 laps.
And we got 1 lap to go till we go back to green. Let's clean them bad boys up. Let's get ready for a shootout.
Those folks that are paired with the 5 no bull drivers, their hearts are rushing because one of them could win $1 million if their driver does.
Well,
pit stop efficiency, Tony Stewart lost 5 spots on pit road this time.
But we're pretty sure, we know, 7.4 seconds for Rusty Wallace. What he did, he took 2 tires. Roll the dice. If you follow the leaders, that's what you'll do. You follow the leaders all the time. But Darrell at the same said, you know, that's a lot of laps on those tires. Those left side tires, about 20-something laps.
You're going to be hearing an earful of ODW if you give me 2 tires with 20-some laps to go, and you want me to try to win the race.
Well, we're set for what could be the final restart, and we have 2 new cats up front, Jeremy Mayfield and Rusty Wallace. Dick?
Well, Kurt Busch lost 4 spots on that pit stop, Mike, but he took 4 tires, and they say that there was nothing wrong. I saw nothing wrong with his pit stop. They say the difference was other people in front of him took just 2.
So Kurt Busch will restart in 8th place.
All I can tell you, folks, is you don't need your seat no more. You might as well stand up because it's getting ready to get real exciting.
Pull on those belts one more time.
Run over there and put that seatbelt around that TV because we're about ready to knock it off the shelf.
Mayfield, Wallace, Marlin, Elliott, Mark Martin, the first 5. Tony Stewart, Ryan Newman, Kurt Busch, Jeff Gordon, and Jimmy Spencer. Here we go. 32 laps.
This will be like a Winston shootout here. We got people racing for $1 million.
Johnny Benson in the 10 car trying to get his lap back right there. Didn't get it back a while ago. I don't think the car up against the wall.
77, I believe. Blaney, he lost it there and got it loosened.
Kept going.
We stayed green.
I think they'll probably stay green.
It's not the 20-something laps you have on the tires, Darrell. It's those 31 we have to run in these conditions. It's going to take a toll.
Yes, sir. You got to get through this traffic, and that's always a problem. Sometimes your car doesn't handle real good in traffic based on how it handled when it was out front. So a lot of things are going to happen here in a short period of time.
The 2 cars leading the race last year were the first 2 drivers out of the race.
And right now, Jeremy Mayfield saying, hey, man, give me a break. Give me the line. Let me go down in that corner.
Here's Jarrett in 13th. Well, gets a little 3 wide busy there.
3 wide's okay when you can give a guy a break, but you can't give a guy anything right now. You got to take.
Finally, Benson clears Mayfield.
Kurt Busch, 97, looks like he has a problem right here. Slowed down a bunch.
And Schrader.
Schrader's just caught in the middle. He's just backpedaling. He says, man, let me out of here.
Oh, Busch is off the pace.
Meanwhile, up front, Johnny Benson just refusing to give up. I want my lap back, Jeremy Mayfield.
And boy, Jeremy has got to be just about ready to jump out of the seat. Now he's all right.
This is when the crew chief for Jeremy Mayfield runs the crew chief for Johnny Benson and say, if you'll leave me alone, I'll give you your lap back.
Oh, yeah.
Get a confidence.
We can work a deal.
Yeah. 2 wide back here. Meanwhile, Rusty Wallace tries to chase down the leader. He is 6/10 of a second.
I'll tell you, Tony Stewart is backpedaling, guys. The guy that's going forward is Sterling Marlin. Tony Stewart's backpedaling.
Still at the bottom of the racetrack right there beside.
Well, the problem with that, Larry, everybody can run the bottom right now. So he can't get down there and make those passes because that's where everybody is.
Because of the 4 fresh tires.
4 tires are getting them run where they want to.
Dick, what's wrong with Kurt Busch?
Well, it's most likely an engine problem. Sean Parker has just hooked up the unit that puts water into the radiator, but we really have not heard much from Kurt Busch, at least that I can put on the air right now.
The hometown hero back to 12th.
You're not going to come in and put water in that thing now. You're going to run it until she just boils over because it's too late for that.
Well, you're 3rd in the point standings, Darrell.
You can't come down pit road now, though.
Okay.
Let her blow up.
Got to nurse it.
That's right.
Have to nurse it.
You don't even look at the gauges now. I don't even know how you knew it was hot. That's why I never understood about gauges. They put a whole dash full of gauges up there. I said, why would we do that? We're going to run and we'll blow up anyway.
I never figured out how come we put them in there anyhow either, because you never would tell me what they said.
Now you don't look at them. Boy, Jeremy is checking out, guys, and Sterling's going to have to go like crazy to catch him.
And you know, the one thing Jeremy has going for him, I know he only has those 2 tires, but what he has going for him, he's out there in that clean air. He's got that downforce on that front end, making that car turn. He had a good car, but it's even better out front right now, even with just the 2 tires.
Now, you heard the radio chatter. Benson's and Sterling's spotter made a deal. Benson no longer in touch with the leader. He said, tell Sterling we'll let him go.
I think Benson was still a little steamed from not getting that lap back when Tony Stewart didn't slow down. And so now he's kind of settled down, and he realizes he doesn't have a chance to get it back. Let these guys race.
That Fox track shows the interval very steady. Jeremy Mayfield on point now by 1.1 seconds.
Sterling just slowly, in the 40 car, just slowly reeling them in.
And I think Tony Stewart's history, guys. I don't think he's got something's wrong. He just isn't going forward.
Dodge, Dodge, Ford, Ford, Ford. Steve?
Larry, you talked about the patience that Sterling Marlin is using. He knows that the 19 only took 2 tires. He also knows that Rusty Wallace took 2 tires. He was very confident before the restart. He told his crew, I'm better than any of those guys. I'm going to take my time, but I'm going to get him.
Well, there's a guy in 3rd place, too, that is lurking right there. Mark Martin. I wouldn't count him out. He's just now getting around Benson. He's coming up on the back straightaway, and he's coming forward.
2.2 seconds off the lead. You see in the upper right.
How much is he's behind him right there.
And he was held up a little bit by the 10 car. Now that he's clear of him, wouldn't count that young man out either.
Jeannie?
Guys, Mark Martin clogging up his radio, asking repeatedly of his crew chief, Ben Leslie, how many more laps do we have to go? I guess you can be that comfortable in Las Vegas when you have the kind of track record here he does. Of course, winning the inaugural race, he averages a 5th place finish here. This is just a Sunday drive for him. He's moving up track position.
Well, this track is not real tiring, and it's real smooth, and so you can actually talk on your radio, and it's very audible, unlike some of the rougher racetracks we run on.
Jeremy Mayfield finished in the top 5 here the first year Winston Cup came to Las Vegas. Looking for the win today.